Assalamu alaikum grade 7. Now we are going to do question number 5 of exercise 10.3. If M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AC of a right angle triangle ABC, prove that measure of BM is equal to half of measure of AC. Okay. Now see this, the statement which is given with if is called the given statement, and the statement with then is called the to prove statement over there. Okay. Now it is given in the question M is the midpoint of AC where ABC is an right angle triangle. Like see this is our ABC right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle and AC is the hypotenuse. AC is the hypotenuse because it is opposite to B angle, 90 degree angle. Now we have to prove that measure of BM when we join B to M, we have to prove that BM is equal to half of AC. Got it? So for this purpose we will construct something over here. Like in construction, we will extend BM to the point E, such as the measurement of BE should be same as BM. Okay, and we will join E to C. Clear? We have drawn a new measurement ME which is same as BM, and then we will join E point to C. It's our construction. Now we are going to prove this. First we will write the statement and then we will give the reason in front of this column. Okay, see this triangle ABC is right angle triangle. It is given to us. M is the midpoint of AC. It is also given to us. So AM is, because M is the midpoint of AC, we can say that AM is congruent to MC, because M is the midpoint. Now angle AMB and angle EMC, these are vertically opposite angles. These are also congruent. Reason is that vertically opposite angles. In the same way we can say that BM is congruent to EME because we have constructed this line according to this length. BM is congruent to ME. It's our construction. Okay. When we consider the SAS postulate, SAS rule, we can say that triangle 1 is congruent to triangle 2. Triangle 1 is congruent to triangle 2. Clear? Okay, now we are going to prove that this big triangle ABC is congruent to EBC, or we can say ECB. Now we will prove that these big triangles are congruent. Okay, for this purpose we will compare the sides and angles over here. Okay, see this. First we can say that AB is congruent to EC. AB is congruent to EC because these are the sides of congruent triangles. That's why we can say that AB is congruent to EC. 1 and 2 are congruent. That's why we can say that AB side is congruent to EC side. AB is congruent to AC and angle ABM and angle MEC, these are also congruent because these are alternate angles over there. These are the angles of congruent triangles. Reason is that these are the angles of congruent triangles. That's why we can say that angle ABM is congruent to MEC. Okay. Now see this BC side. BC side is common between these two triangles ABC. When we consider this triangle ABC and EBC, BC is the common side over there. Got it? That's why this big triangle ABC is congruent to EBC. Clear? Now from here we can say that we are coming to the hypotenuse. AC is equal to AM plus MC. Okay, because M is the midpoint, so we can say that AC is equal to AM plus MC. And because AM is congruent to MC, we can replace here, instead of AM we can write here MC, because these are equal. AM and MC are congruent, are equal, so we can say that MC plus MC, which gives us 2MC, like AC gives us 2MC. Now because these are the sides, BM and MC are the sides of these two congruent triangles, we can say that BM is congruent to MC, and instead of this MC we can write here MB या BM, 2BM. Okay, BM is equal to half of AC. When we shift this 2 on the other side, we can say that BM is equal to half of AC, which is proved over here. Thank you so much.